cursor yet, so I would, but it's not set up quite well. It's not set up yet. I don't know. They haven't launched it yet. And what I have noticed that it's much slower in the API. So if you're just like a user here that wants to use the chat, this is much faster. So they got R1, which that was the price comparison we did earlier. That's the O1. Okay. Whale agent here. Let's go ahead here and get this implemented. I'll just say accept here, dude. Now I'll update analyze opportunity method to handle DeepSeek. Yo, hello from Spain. What up, Labardo? I can understand some words. Nice, man. I could probably understand some of your words too, but not all of them. I'm learning Spanish. I live in Puerto Rico. So, you know, you speak Spanish. That's fire. That's fire, dude. Yo, Rico, 777, dude. How are you? Rico, Monkey's up in here. What's up, Monkey? What model am I using? I'm using DeepSeek right now. Accept. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure this still runs. Let's run it. So it's grabbing the open interest here. Yo, good morning, Mega. How are you, dude? Mega. Building historical data. Okay, perfect. Which better chat? DeepSeek's better right now. You believe they achieve it with less compute? They did. They achieved it with a lot less compute. Unless OpenAI is not telling us something and they're just printing cash. That's the only if they have the algo to be done as well, they can train for as cheap as possible, then they could possibly just be printing cash and kind of just like saying it's expensive. And it is expensive. I know it's expensive. I know it's expensive, but I don't know. I think this is an efficient market. I think this is an efficient market. And it's beautiful to watch. I love watching this. I'm a capitalist, bro. I love seeing efficiency. You think it's true? That's another thing, dude. Average. That's another thing I was thinking about. Like, what if China's capping? What if China's not being real about their 5 million? You know? Yeah, see, he says, no offense, but China is sus when it comes to competition against the US. Yeah. So what if they actually spent 5 billion? You know? What if it's the same price and they're just like capping? That's another really good point, dude. So thank you for saying that. GPT-4 is good, but more expensive. Libardo says, I'm using DeepSeek API with my Telegram bot. The API cost is really cheap. It's very nice. Yo, what's going on with this, though? Building historical data? For some reason, it got stuck here. Have you heard of about some CCP response to DeepSeek? I haven't heard anything about the CCP yet. But that's the worry that most Americans have or like maybe even more than Americans, but that's the worry is like, okay, now the CCP has all your data, but I think CCP already has all our data, in my opinion. I think they already got it because I got a camera up in here that's probably what was from them at some point. Um, I got miscellaneous chargers, dude. I got that Xiaomi watch. So I look around and like I've already done this. Use your logical part of the brain and estimate the cost. What does that even mean, dude? Use my logical part of my brain and estimate the cost. That's such a weird comment, but much love. Let me help debug why it's getting stuck. The issue might be in the data loading or history initialization. Yeah, it's super weird. It's getting stuck right there. What up, bro? Can you recommend where should I start for solid agents? Yeah, dude, start with the roadmap and resources. Go to moondev.com. You get the roadmap resources, understand everything I know. Discord. Then you go here and you get the agents GitHub. The GitHub is free, dude. All my code that I create, I put right here. So you can literally just go hit star, it saves it, and then fork copies all the code. This is weird. This is it's still not building the historical data, which is super weird because this is just a simple API call to Hyperliquid. You can see how it works in my nice funks. My nice funks, dude. Yo, 777, dude. How can I ask when you are coding with an AI model? How do you give it context to your whole code base? I use Cursor, so it gets my code base. I see the issue. The problem is that we're getting OI data, but not properly processing it in the historical format. Let me modify get OI method to properly process the data using your Hyperliquid function. No, I use the Moondev API in order to get the open interest data, and then I send that open interest data to the AI agent. But then I use the Hyperliquid data for the open high low close data. So there's two separate calls, two separate APIs, and we send them both to the agent to analyze. You could see that in the code. It works great, but it's just not working today. It was working yesterday though. Yo, what up? Have your other APIs? Do I need to raise new requests for DeepSeek API? I don't have that one yet. That one's not free for everybody. It's pretty much free though. I've spent like 30 cents on it. So